Hello, my sexy lovers. My name is Elise Lindley and welcome back to my channel. Valentine's Day, get ready with me. I'm gonna teach you how to do this super cute, flirty Valentine's Day look. You can go out with your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your dog. Super pink, super pretty, flirty, fun, and easier than you think. There's no eyeliner involved. I will teach you how to get that sharp line right along that edge so it looks like there's liner. We're gonna be using one of the favorite palettes, the Huda Beauty Nude palette. I'm obsessed with this palette. I love it so much. Let's get started. We are going to start with a bare face. We're starting with a fresh face. I did go ahead and put my brows on already, so we don't have to worry about that. Grab your favorite foundation. Mine is a Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. I already put some on my hand and on my brush. So we're gonna cover up those like veiny, crazy things on the eyes. Take that brush, put that foundation on, bring it up a bit, and make sure you bring it past here because we're gonna be a little messy with our shadow. Don't forget to beauty blend it. After you beauty blend your eye, go in with your favorite translucent powder. Mine is the YSL one. I've already loaded up the brush and we powder, just super lightly. Next up, the Huda Beauty Nude palette. I love this palette, you guys. I have been obsessed with it since I bought it. So we're gonna go in with a big fluffy brush. This is the MAC, I believe it's a 217. Dip your brush into bare. We're just gonna lightly go right on that brow line. Now I'm gonna go into play, and you're gonna kind of be a bit messier with this, meaning when you put it on, don't be scared to kind of just like bring it out past the brow and all the way in, more into where your like nose area is, so right along here. And you'll see why once we cut the crease. Okay, go in with Tickle. Tickle. So I'm gonna bring this up pretty high here. And we are building that color. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brush it up a bit here just to make this more seamless. What this is going to do when you do the other eye is it's gonna draw the eye more into the center of your face. So you're gonna just look awesome. We're gonna go in with Tease, which is a little bit of a darker purple. Keep it lower. We're gonna deepen that crease. Remember being teased as a kid when like a boy would like you in grade 3 or grade 1? So funny. When I was in elementary school, there was this boy named Adrian that I really liked, and we would go by each other and just poke each other. Just poke. Like every single day, multiple times a day. Just poke each other's arms. We were just in love, clearly. And he actually messaged me on Facebook like years and years later because he ended up moving away. And he was like, oh my God, Elise, we were in love in grade 1. Yeah, we were. Fun little story. Since it is a Valentine's Day look. So I'm basically just going in with those two colors and making it seamless and blending it. It's pretty. Yes. Okay, we're gonna go in with a little bit of Spanked. These names are dirty. Is anyone else's mind going into like dirty things? Don't do that. Okay, you guys, now we're gonna cut that crease. I'm gonna use the NARS Creamy Concealer in Chantilly because I am white as rice. Put a little bit on the back of your hand, but you're gonna grab just a little tiny brush. Where is it? I just washed it. Oh, here it is. Okay, so little tiny brush. This is the MAC 242. I'm just gonna get a little bit of that concealer on, and you're just going to place that on the lid. Now, usually people will just do it where their crease is here. I'm gonna bring it more up, so when my eye is open, you guys can see the color to it and the sharp line. You know I'm concentrating when I don't speak. So what I'm doing is I'm just following like that arch of my brow. I'm gonna bring it out. So I'm gonna go in with Fantasy. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna load up a brush. This little fluffy one. So this is the MAC 213. I'm literally gonna load the sparkle on, and it's a little chunky, but that's fine because it's gonna look really good on. And we're just going to place that so looking pretty. I'm just gonna load this eyelid up with this color. Sometimes I even go in with my finger. I want it to be a bit more intense and just pat it in. I'm gonna go in with a little tiny angled brush, doesn't matter which one it is, just to get that sparkle line that we did here. A little finger action. Okay. So grab this brush and I'm going to just make some color. This is the same brush I used before. So I just want this color to be a little bit more intense. Grab some Spanked. Yes, baby. So I'm just grabbing my little tiny kind of like pencil-y brush. So when you put this on, make sure your lashes are moving because you want it right up in that lash line. What this will do is make your lashes, once you put your mascara on, look a lot fuller from the root to the tip. Then take your handy dandy pencil brush, still with the product still on, that little piece right there. That's where my hand was to lift up my eyelid. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go do the other eye off camera. So I will be back in a flash. Our eyes are sparkly, beautiful, and great for Valentine's Day. Now you're gonna take a handy dandy makeup wipe. I always use the Neutrogena hydrating ones because I love them. And we're just going to messily clean up all that sparkle fallout that happened. Just want to get right in that corner. Okay, so this look does not have eyeliner in it, which is great for all of you girls and boys that have trouble doing liner. All you're gonna do is use, see my nail is right kind of like a little dagger, and you're going to basically carve out your liner wing, which is already the shadow that you've already put on. So I use my nail. I'm gonna make that line super sharp. And we're just gonna go in and clean this up a bit. Perfect. Now the other eye. It's time for the skin now. We're first gonna prep it. I'm gonna take my Genifique eye cream from Lancome and just pop a little bit under my eyes. I had all that glitter there. Next, we're going to put on some moisturizer, the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask. When I first got this, I wasn't completely sold on it because I'm more used to really like thick creams, especially something that is supposed to be a sleeping mask. But as I've used it more and more, I've honestly fallen in love with it. I use it in the daytime, I use it at nighttime, I use it under my eyes, around my eyes. I literally use it everywhere, even my hands. And it's just great. It has a really smooth texture, soaks into the skin pretty fast. This is weird doing it without a mirror, you guys. Need a one-hand option. It's kind of hard doing this. Oh, you know what I can do? Yes! Oh, that's too much. Anyways, this stuff is just fabulous. Great for under makeup. I have gel in my hair, so I have to make sure I don't mess up that gel line. This stuff smells so good. And you're supposed to use it on a plane, and its scent is subtle and like really nice and fresh, but not too strong. because it'd be so awkward if you're on a plane and you use this really strong scent. It's like painting your nails on a plane. You just don't do it. Okay, foundation time. Giorgio Armani, yet again. Pump that baby on your hand. Grab your handy dandy foundation brush, and we're going to put that on. Sometimes I feel like I'm an opera singer. My best friend, Brianna, and I used to live together. I love her to death. We're Brie and Elise. We always would sing opera in the mornings after we had our coffee. We'd actually sing Rodolfo's name. We'd go, Rodolfo, 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 over and over. Our neighbors probably thought we were really annoying, but it's fine. They moved. Be careful around the eye when you put this on, because you don't want to mess up that beautiful line that we did instead of a liner. Take your beauty blender and we dab. If you get it on your hair, that's fine, because at the end we can just take it off using a makeup wipe. So interesting being a new YouTuber, because now I have to learn how to do my makeup with a little hand mirror. And I'm used to a stationary mirror and getting like really close and then stepping back, but that's just not reality. So what do? Adaptation. Wow! I died. 20 minutes later. So you guys, this is when I start to get kooky, when I don't do precision work. It can be like makeup by Ariel. I actually watched a YouTube video about his masterclass, and supposedly he blends for like 40 minutes. Just presses that product into the skin. But who really has 40 minutes to blend the foundation into their skin? No one. We have lives. We want to go on a date. The Valentine's Day date. I don't have a date for Valentine's Day. I'm going for dinner with my roommate and best friend Kendra. I love her so much. We bonded in our photography class. Well, it was a history of photography class over our love for Harry Potter. Wingardium Leviosa. I feel like I've been blending forever. Just want my skin to be the same color. You have to do your ears. I feel like this is definitely buffed into my skin with the Beauty Blender, and it matches the makeup and decor for Valentine's Day. To cover up those under eye circles, because we all know we're not all getting 8 hours of sleep over here, the Becca Under Eye Concealer. This stuff is great. It's a salmon color, and it has a little bit of iridescent shimmer in it to help it reflect the light. So I get bluey purple under my eyes, so this counteracts it. And I bring it down in like a little triangle, kind of like when you do your concealer. And bring it back out up the temple, because I want everything to be blended in. See how that already makes a difference, and I haven't even really like blended it. My eyes already look so much brighter, thanks to Becca. Okay, what next? Contour. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a different technique for contour. I want it to be super airbrushed, really buffed out, no harsh lines at all. So I'm gonna take my Tint Idol stick, and this is the 360 Bisque, and I'm gonna put it on my hand, put a boatload on. See? To warm up, take a floofy angled brush. So we're gonna only put like a little tiny bit of this on, hardly any. And then we're gonna almost do like a C shape here. So I want my forehead to look tinier. Ugh, blending this into the hairline is the most annoying part because my hair is already done. This is gonna take another like 20 minutes. Okay, contour on those cheekbones. Let's contour that jawline. So I used to be in musical theater, so I sing a lot. Well, not a lot. I pretend, well, I do sing a lot. Hence why I often sing my words. reason I bring it down the neck is to make my neck look smaller. Make sure you get under that chin. Okay, I'd say that's pretty buffed out. Go in with your beauty blender and buff it some more. Tea break, this is the reality. What was I singing earlier? What was it? The Little Mermaid song. How did I forget it? I was literally singing it like 10 minutes ago.
One Google search later.
Part of that. I'm gonna quickly go in and contour my nose so it looks cute. Okay, now concealer time. Take your NARS creamy concealer, put it all over your hand. So I'm lightly just gonna put this on. You'll see I'm using a lot less than I usually do because I want the skin to look really fresh, dewy, and like my skin, not a cake face, gang. Go in with your beauty blender and blend that baby. Put a bit more concealer in your hand. And we're gonna get our concealer brush, put a little tiny bit on it. I'm gonna blend it up where that line is. Bam! Squeeze your beauty blender and just very lightly blend that line. Okay, blush time. So I'm using this little MAC Keep It Loose. I'm gonna lightly put it on this brush. Swirl it back of the hand because I don't want too much product on it, but just enough. With a very light hand, little circles. Sometimes I pat. And I'm putting it here because I want my face to look more like chiseled. Instead of like cutesy little girl, I want like chiseled face. I always put a little on my forehead, edge of the nose, a little on my chin. Just bring it all together. We are gonna take the MAC Hyper Glow palette and use the lighter color and just highlight really lightly. Yes, baby. Okay, brush those brows out. Now it is mascara time. You guys all know my favorite mascara is the Lancome Hypnose. It looks like a sleek, sexy new car. Take it and let's bump up those lashes. And wiggle those lashes. Okay, while we wait for that to dry, we're gonna go in with a little peak of blush. I'm gonna use the YSL blush. This is number 6. Heart of Light Powder Blush. So pretty, right? I'm trying not to smile because my lashes are still wet. Okay, super lightly. Bam. We're gonna dip back into that Hyper Real Glow palette with a big floofy brush and just kind of blend them all together. And with a slight flip of our wrist, we're gonna put that highlight on and make it a C. A little on the forehead, down the nose, on the tip. Get your highlight. That just accentuated that Cupid's bow. Accentuate the tip of the nose a bit more. Blend it out, put it on the chin. And now we're going to do my favorite thing yet, soap brows. You already know how to do it. Go check out my video. So I'm gonna go off camera to do this part. Lip time. We are gonna use the MAC Rosy Rim lip pencil. See what I'm doing? I'm using my pinky to anchor liner. Remember that trick. Because you don't want to have it like floating and then you mess up. You go like this. See? Now I want it to be a bit more nudie, so we're gonna go in with one of the new MAC powder lipsticks. This one is called Sweet No Sugar. How fitting is that for this Valentine's Day look? So it's just like a really pretty light pink. Just gonna pop that on. I always blend it a bit with the finger to soften that lip line there because I don't want it like super, super sharp. And I think it kind of makes my lips look bigger. Now a little bit of gloss. Do your plumping. See, I'm just putting it on the middle so my lips look more like plump and have more dimension to it. Now for Fix Plus finishing touches. And we're done! So anyways, my name is Elise Lindley. Thank you so much for watching my Valentine's Day video. I hope you love the headband. Is it wiggling? I can't tell. So don't forget to like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, tell me how much you love my video, hopefully, and make sure you press that bell icon so you don't miss any content that I post in the future.